Basically, officers were called to the Days Inn, reference a possible stolen vehicle. The owner of the vehicle had lent out a car to his son's ex-girlfriend. She has a couple kids by him, so he was letting her use the car. Well, he heard through word of mouth that she was allowing an unknown male to drive the vehicle. This unknown male is now a suspect, obviously, but because he didn't want him driving the vehicle, he wanted the car returned. She wouldn't return the car. She was warned by another police agency to have the car returned within 24 hours or he would file a police report. He went ahead, he didn't file the police report, but he did find the vehicle at the Days Inn. I asked him, since he was the owner of the vehicle, I asked him if I could search the vehicle. He gave me consent. I located in the middle console there a small plastic jar of 3 rocks of crack cocaine and a bundle of heroin. At that time, the female who was using the vehicle came down and gave him the keys. I spoke with her, asked her, if she's the one who's been using the vehicle. She said she was. I said, have you allowed anybody else to use the vehicle or been in possession of the vehicle or control of the vehicle? She said nobody else has been in possession of it but her. I asked her to explain the narcotics. She said, denied knowing anything about it. And I said, well, you were in possession of the vehicle. You should know something about this. And she goes, well, I don't know anything about it, but if I'm responsible for the car, then I guess you're going to have to arrest me. So I did. I obliged her. She was giving her Miranda rights. As we were getting ready to place her in Patrolman Son of Jerry's vehicle, she admitted that the bundle I found was heroin. I asked her if there was anything else in the room, anything illegal, any other types of narcotics. She said she had a needle in her purse up in the room. I went and I talked to the staff. Since the room was rented out to her, now that she's been arrested and she had her 2 small children with her, we ended up going into the room, securing it, making sure nobody else was in there. She denied anybody else was there, but obviously there's been a male staying there. I could smell a little bit of burnt marijuana in the room as I walked around. In plain view, there was a bag on the sink. Just looking at it, I could see what appeared to be a pretty substantial amount of powdered cocaine in a baggie. That turned out to be about 20, almost 30 grams, I believe, of powdered cocaine. I found the needle in her purse. I found that first. Then a marijuana pipe in there. All their clothes were there. So I had to search through everything. And then because of what I located, I had the management come up. I explained to them the situation. They opened the safe for me, and inside of the safe was approximately 67 more bundles of heroin packaged for sale, a mirror with a razor blade where they were cutting the narcotics, straws, found hundreds of baggies, sandwich baggies, and then approximately $2,600 in cash.
Was he doing it with kids around?
And 2 kids in the room.
What ages were they?
4 and 6.
On Mother's Day?
On Mother's Day, yes. Happy Mother's Day. But the nice thing was, I think what I felt best about was when the 2 children followed her down, when she gave the key to the owner, who's essentially grandpa, he was with his sister's aunt. And the children ran up to them and were, hugging them. And but what was sad about it was I overheard the children they asked the great aunt if mommy was going to jail. But apparently dad's already in jail, so they're kind of used to it. So it's pretty sad for the 2 little ones.